Official introduction.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next fight of the evening is in the Tough Enough featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner with a record of 3 wins and 3 losses. Fighting out of Beatdown MMA, Henderson, Nevada, Charles, the Outlaw Weeds. His opponent stands across the cage in the red corner with 2 wins and 2 losses. Fighting out of Cyclone MMA, Livermore, California, Concrete Cameron Olsen. The referee in charge of the action inside the cage is Chris Tyone.
So featherweight action, we see the tail of the tape. Cameron Olsen came in a little bit light there. 140, 3 years younger at 23 years old. Weist in the blue trunks, Cameron Olsen in the American flag. Big left hand there from Weist, just misses. Just bull rushes Olsen to the cage. Olsen, knee caught a little bit low there, yeah.
No, it's certainly hope it's not like it was before.
Yeah, Olsen was trying to drive in knees to the body. You can see the way that Weist fell. That did not feel very good. He's back up on his knees pretty quickly.
Yeah, you watch him, the coach, he's getting over there in the corner.
Bucket?
I
think he's calling for a bucket.
Say, listen, you've got to time a little uppercut. Step aside to the corner, watch the team come in and look for an uppercut right on the button. That's right, you can't do shoots in. So round 2.
No, it's tough. You know, you got the guys driving forward, you know, really want to start throwing some knees. You know, it's unfortunate, but it looked like it was maybe just a slight graze, but with that face looking like that, it must have landed a lot more solid than I was able to see.
You just never know. You just never know, unfortunately, with those types of shots. And we watch the replay here of the action. Oh, yeah. I thought it was the first one as well.
I did too.
Yeah, no, that second one was direct.
Yeah, there was no grazing there. Ouch.
Got about 1 minute gone so far, so he's got about 4 minutes left.
That is tough. How do you recover from that? It's one thing to get the knee. I think the knee slightly got him.
Yeah, and then all the way through as well. Yeah, a lot of pain there for sure. You see Weist. Again, I thought it was that first blow. That first one looked like it was grazing just off to the side, but that second blow definitely landed flush. And now you got a guy that's got 5 minutes to recover. It looks like we're about 1.5 minutes into that so far, so he's got about 3.5 minutes left to go. But again, not looking real good for Charles Weist right now.
I think we saw a little bit of the concrete right there in that kick. Unfortunately, it hit some softer spots.
Yes, it did. Referee Chris Tyone on top of it again. He was in a similar position earlier in this evening. Chris Tyone, familiar with this, certainly calls fights at the UFC. He's at the highest level. He understands how things are supposed to work. Going to be taking his time right now.
And that's one of the greatest things when you see like this. It's about the fighter safety. They make sure that the fighters are good to go. They're not going to rush them. You know, they take the time. There's no rush. I mean, it's amateur level. Take your time. Take the 5 minutes. Make sure you're ready to go, and then get back in there and give it all.
Well, that's what the amateur rank's all about. It's about learning lessons, and I think that is one lesson that people need to learn is go ahead and take your full 5 minutes. You've got all the time in the world. I think we see fighters sometimes try to rush back and get back to action quickly when that's not necessary. You can take the full 5 minutes.
Delivering a few right hands.
So again, like before, you saw the one before, you said you probably wouldn't want to go back in. What would you do after it? This one, which actually looked a little bit rougher than the first one.
I tell you what, man. I mean, if for any reason I'm like kneeling over a bucket, that's a good sign to me that I'm pretty much done fighting for the night.
Right?
I mean, I credit, you know, and especially this being, no, that's going to be it. Waved off there. Chris Tyone going to have a call to make here. Is this a no contest? Is this a disqualification? I've got to assume it's a no contest. I don't think the foul was on purpose. I think it was an accidental blow. You know, there is a little bit of bad blood here, of course. As we said, Olsen did lose to Charles Weist in March. But I don't think that he purposely targeted the area. Now, you could say that he was reckless with it because, again, you and I thought it was the first shot that landed. Instead, it was 2. There were 2 shots right in a row. You know, could potentially call it a disqualification, but I've got to think this is going to end up being a no contest.
I would think, but it looks like he was actually sort of lobbying for that. He seemed to be, you know, he didn't shake his hand when he came over. It looked like he was doing a little, you know, pointing, a little jarring, and
I'm
sure in his mind it probably was. He probably thought it was intentional.
Yeah, for his part, Olsen has been pretty apologetic about the whole thing. Chris Towney right on top of things. Chris Towney over there talking to the officials, making his decision on what he's calling it. Trying to read lips if I could. A little bit loud in here. If I could get the DJ to bring the music down a little bit, I could hear him. But again, he's got a decision to make. If he calls it a foul, it's a disqualification. If he deems it unintentional, it's a no contest because we were fighting in the first round. We wouldn't go to the judges' cards. Okay, we did get confirmation it is going to be a no contest. I think that's the right call.
I agree. I didn't see anything that looked like it was malice, anything intentional. I think it was just a matter they were rushing into the corner and legs were flying.
It's good to see, though, again, as we take a look at Weiss over there in his corner recovering, you know, I don't think fans get to see this live, but what I do like seeing is the discussion that's going on here with Towney, with the officials. You know, hey, let me see. What did you see? What did you see? Let's make sure we're making the right call here. I mean, granted, this is the amateur ranks. We're not talking about a win bonus. We're not talking about, you know, a professional career. But all the same, you want to get it right.
Yeah.
And it seems like they're really kind of pouring over their decision-making process. We watched the replay here. I mean, I don't even think his eyes are focused.
And I was going to say, and it actually looks like he was off balance a little bit when he kind of threw the leg
Yeah.
and made contact. I don't think he was squared up in really anything that
And you can see right away.
sounds like it was intentional, yeah.
Yeah, maybe a bit reckless. But certainly not intentional. I think a no contest here is definitely the right call.
Now we got to have the trilogy now.
You
Now we
have
got to
to.
run it back again. Because now there is legit probably bad blood.
Now there's bad blood. There's no doubt about it. Because I think you're right. We couldn't see what Weiss was saying over there, but as he was getting up, the way he was pointing and the way I think he was trying to say it was intentional.
I think he was thinking it was intentional. Well, I guess we'll see when it comes for this little handshake to see if there's maybe some ignoring. I don't think we'll see any you know, extracurricular action, but I definitely think we can gauge whether there's a love lost there.
Well, the commission has told us it's going to be a no contest. There was a little bit of continued discussion. We'll see if anything changed, but
at least Weiss is smiling again.
Yeah, his corner's trying to give you can see Olsen's disappointed as well. Let's take it up to Justin Bernard, get the official result.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 19 seconds into the first round, there is no winner or loser due to unintentional foul or shot to the groin. This is a no contest.